So hello everybody, and welcome to World in Conflict Soviet Assault. If you don't know what this game is, well, it's over on GOG as a re-release. This came out ages ago, and it was a really fun RTS that we used to play multiplayer a lot. Now sadly, multiplayer is a little funky because the service that it uses is no longer up. So you have to use local network to play, and there's ways you can do that. You can do the Hamachi. There's probably more newer versions of kind of falsifying a local network to play it. We're gonna be playing a little bit of the campaign. This game has some cool mechanics where you like choose what kind of leader you want to be. You want to be the armored commander, support, which would be your artillery guy. You want to be infantry, and you'd mix and match. Use air, so you get helicopters. The whole idea is you are fighting. The Cold War went hot in the mid 80s or late 80s, and you are trying to defend the U.S. or in the case of the GOG version, the Soviet assault version, you're also defending and attacking the U.S. because you're playing from both perspectives. It's a cool game. It's older. It's an older RTS. So just realize that this was back when, for some reason, when this came out, a lot of RTSs were coming out, and people were, and developers were like, you know what, base building isn't really fun anymore, and we're not gonna do it. Which is really sad because I actually love like Dawn of War 1 and the Command and Conquer series, building up my base and then attacking. I find that really enjoyable. This is not one of those games. This is one of those mostly capture points and you got a ticker for resources, something that Relic kind of standardized. But I don't know, it's really interesting. So we're gonna do a new campaign. We're gonna play it on normal. Character name. Now you'll notice the character we're gonna be playing is Lieutenant. We're gonna be going through the ranks during the attack. It's very based on what was that movie? I am streaming this if you see pop-ups. What was that movie in the 80s that came out? It's basically the exact same story. With the paratroopers that land while the kids are in school and Wolverines. Come on, chat, help me out. While I say my name is Shaq. Red Dawn, thank you, Red Dawn, which they did a remake that wasn't very good. Red Dawn, yeah, think of that as Red Dawn, the RTS, but you're the commander of the forces on both sides. You can hear like the radio calls in the background, like the news. All right, let's do it. Start campaign. Are you sure you want to start a tutorial? No tutorials for us. Winter 1988, driven to the brink of economic ruin by the Cold War, the Soviet Union demands aid from the West. Klar Hindsight, thank you for the tier 1 sub, by the way. Appreciate you. Spring 1989, as the negotiations drag on, I'm like 4 years old in this. No discernible end in sight, tensions rise along the Iron Curtain. Summer 1989, negotiations break down. Oh man.
To no one's surprise, following their earlier intransigence, NATO diplomats yesterday walked out of the Malta Peace Conference. Clearly, peace is not on their agenda. Only threats and deception and endless profits for the capitalist
look at the
war
propaganda.
Machine. But our brave comrades in the armed forces will not be intimidated. They stand vigilant along the German border. Their resolve unquenchable.
Their resolve unquenchable.
Was inevitable.
They're invading the United States.
Our massive preparations had gone on far too long for us to simply stand down. We were like a coiled spring, ready to throw ourselves into the fray. All we waited for was one word: attack. Spirits were high, and the men joked about how we would crush the enemy with one fell stroke. But some didn't laugh. They had been to Afghanistan. They knew war.
Oh my. It's got a weird different tone now, doesn't it? It is Veterans Day today. We're streaming this over on Twitch. If this ends up over on YouTube, and you see pop-ups like that, that's the conversations that are happening because of the day. This is on the 11th. Oh man, there's like full-on cutscenes and everything. So the Soviet campaign was added later. So I never played this. I only played the original release. This will be new for me. Like a T-65 rolling past. Where's my tank nuts in chat? I expect all of the weapons technology info drops every time we do something that has to do with like zombie survival and there's a lot of like weapons and firepower, or if there's a lot of military vehicles, I start getting the like interesting fact about, but I'll bump this and then you'll start dropping. That was a T-80 UM. Lovely. Hey, Kilo. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you.
Mind the road, comrade.
Thank you so much. Oh no! World in Conflict has run into an error. It has crashed. No.
Hello.
Okay, so it crashed.
Lieutenant Romano, your Alpha squad is to make a forward recon of... Wait, stand by for the Colonel.
Lieutenant, my call sign is So-Called 1. There will be no more reconnaissance. You are to execute Plan Odessa. The air defenses must be destroyed before the main assault begins.
So we have to take out the air defenses before the assault begins.
Your objective is to destroy 2 anti-air emplacements. Weapons are free, and we are now at war. Good luck, Lieutenant.
It was weird that the cutscene crapped out. I did check, and I had plenty of memory. I don't know why we had that crash. Seems to be running fine now, though. And I had tested this pre-stream, so. So there's the U.S. base. Our objective, we're weakening up the defenses. Oh, hold up, we got a little bird. We will be playing as the Americans as well.
Just give the word, Lieutenant.
All right, let's go. We need to take out the towers. Clear the camp. Can I not use their abilities? Oh, lame. I'm sure they'll unlock it eventually. All right, tower down. They've got a guard right there. Let's take them down. So every unit has a special ability. The infantry's ability is this group is to sprint with R, but they can't do it just yet. The little bird is kind of circling. All right, we're on the inside. Ah, there's the SAM sites.
The first AA emplacement is located to the east. Move swiftly.
Enemy scout helicopter spotted.
Oh.
We're staying out of sight.
Now, if this was multiplayer, the scout helicopter has such a great sight range, that thing would have seen us. For sure. Oh, the joys of a scripted campaign. Go, go, go.
Area clear.
I don't think this has a follow camera. So we're gonna have to do it ourselves.
In transit.
Disable the AA.
This is Zvezda. Placing explosives now.
And by that, we're just kind of teabagging them. Missile through.
Well done, Romano. 1 target remaining.
Because they all crouched at the same time. I guess that's how we set explosives. All right, we're on the move. Second explosive set.
Go.
Go.
Guard tower clear.
Oh shit, there's a tower. We can actually go in the tower? Okay, let's go in the tower and shoot the guards. You can actually see us on the tower.
Guard neutralized.
How far can you guys shoot? Pretty freaking far. Oh, you're kidding me, but the other rifleman who didn't notice, he didn't notice the guy right next to him get dropped.
Go.
Must have been the wind.
Alpha group moving.
Speaking of random Skyrim, the new anniversary edition came out today.
In transit.
The new version of Skyrim came out today. It's really just an update to this special edition.
The objective. Preparing target for demolition.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we got the explosive set.
Explosives in place.
What are we doing?
To exfiltrate.
So-Called 1 here. Exfiltration coordinates have been sent. Move there now and avoid detection.
Scuba Buster, speaking of Skyrim, hey, thanks for the tier 1 sub. All right, we gotta piss off into the woods.
Get out of the area as quickly
We've set
as
the
you
explosives,
can.
but they're not gonna detonate them until, let's go into the woods from the camera perspective. This game used to look amazing, by the way, when it came out. Like, I used to think, man, the detail is so great. It still doesn't look bad, especially with the lack of RTSs that we've had coming out recently. A little bit of weirdness with the shadows there when you get too close to the ground. Go, go, go. It's still not bad looking now.
Expertly done, Lieutenant. Those men will disperse and find their way back to us in the coming days. Now, you must prepare for the upcoming assault. Expect word within the hour. So-Called 1.
Cold War's about to go hot. Hey, Commander Jack. Yeah, this is a classic. It's one of those classics that came out where you don't really like... I think a lot of people hadn't had a chance to play them. Missed out on it. Can somebody do me a favor and look and see what this goes for on GOG? This isn't sponsored, by the way. I have no idea what this costs. I've had this for ages.
But necessary, Comrade Sergeant. Those recruits will soon be needed.
Kilo, it's by the 5.
It's good to see you all here today.
subs.
And it will be even better to see you soon breaking through that wall. Then we'll teach those NATO dogs how to fight. They thought they could bully us into submission. They thought we'd give way and fall.
It's $10 on GOG.
But
Nice.
today, we'll show them that the Red Army bows to no one.
Particularly if you're gonna play with a friend in co-op, like skirmish mode. Yeah.
We'll show them the might of the Soviet Union.
Is there a Steam version? Oh, cool. Oh man.
Get your vehicles. We go to war.
How is this gonna work if we're playing one mission and then like we're switching perspectives?
Romanov,
Oh,
the
it's gonna be
explosives
weird.
will detonate in 3, 2, 1.
It's
march.
morning. The attack has begun. The attack on Seattle, by the way, if you didn't notice the Sky Needle in the background.
Today we liberate West Berlin from the American oppressor.
Scan over to in a second.
Until we rain fire on the enemy.
No, this isn't Seattle. No, we're going across the wall. Yeah, this is what, Berlin?
Lieutenant Romanov, I want you to initiate the artillery barrage. The wall itself will be destroyed by pre-placed explosives.
Yeah, this is taking place like all over the world. I thought I saw it, but no. Okay. That's the American campaign that starts there. So we need to call in artillery barrage. They're literally only giving us one option. So we're just gonna call it in right here.
Heavy artillery strike fired. Molotov count.
9 seconds.
Sokol 1, Red Dawn.
Let's get like a sweet...
I say again, Red Dawn. Make me proud.
Red Dawn.
Heavy barrage annihilated the enemy at coordinates.
US light tanks.
We have 3 main objectives. Destroying the US 6th Armored Battalion, securing the Moltke Bridge over the Spree,
The scale
and
in this
clearing
game.
the 17th June Street for use by Army Command.
There goes the wall. They built it out of explodium, apparently. Or they've rigged it in the night.
Lieutenant Romanov, advance with your tank platoon to phase line Volga. Destroy all enemies you encounter.
Rolling, and I've only got command over 1 unit. So this is one of the cooler things about this. I'm gonna turn down a little bit about this campaign. Is that I'll get promoted as the story goes, and I'll get larger and larger, you know, groups. So heat shells are great against light vehicles. Let's keep pushing forward. I wanted to kind of let them go first, but so right now I've got like a little tank company. Ooh, light, right? Yeah. Heat shell on target. Good hit. Fire again. Target destroyed. Medium tank. Hit him on the side. Let's press. We got places to be. Light tank. There's a, what was that, Bradley? Oh shit, there's a light tank over there. What are you guys doing? I do have another artillery that I can call in, which is tempting. I'll hold. I'll hold. We're rolling up and capturing.
You are halfway to the phase line, Lieutenant. Keep moving forward.
Oh, they're falling back. They're falling back. Oh, we've got our own problems on our side. Switch targets. Incoming.
Haste to the phase line, Romanov. I am clearing a path for you.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Popping smoke. Give me a heat shell right here. Because my allies can see them, I can shoot out of the smoke. Captain Grimm, don't think of that tier 1 sub. Holy crap, World in Conflict. This takes me way back. This game was hard as hell and I was bad at it. Both of those things are accurate from my experience as well. But fun. I remember playing this and playing the crap out of Company of Heroes 1's campaign. A lot. Like Company of Heroes 1 with the bell tower mission, where you're like the small village with snipers and bell towers. Very Saving Private Ryan. What's my shortcut for this? E. All right, fire. Lock on those heat shells. Like I said, every unit's got a special ability. This one's got smoke that we can pop to take this. Man, look at the world around you. You'll notice actually changes as the battles rage on. Gives a great sense of just the scale of the invasion.
We must secure that road junction. You will attack the enemy in the flank while Malashenko pushes forward.
Right. I've got a lot of support options now, so I'm going to call in an artillery strike right here.
Get your units in position.
While we move.
Don't forget to call in fire support when needed.
I just did. As soon as he's asking for it, let's get lined up. We've got infantry. Let's not let them get too close. We don't have a lot of good anti-infantry here. It's all, what, heavy tanks? Yeah, they gave me 4 heavy tanks to work with. All right, we're moving up. Artillery's landing. As soon as the artillery barrage stops, I want to roll in there. Focus on that heavy. All right, let's roll. We're moving up. So these are capture points. In multiplayer, you're going to have to capture these. If you hold them with infantry, Windows infantry, keep rounds on target right here. Nice. Good hit. If you hold them long enough, you'll actually get these like foxholes and anti. And you heat rounds, please. Thank you. Just gonna make you guys group 1 so I can close you faster. All right, we need to hold, split this group. 2 there, 2 here. I don't think tanks will let you build them up. Oh, combat school, fortifications. Fortification. To fortify a position, you need to place a unit in the connected perimeter points. The more units you have there, the faster the position will be fortified. Oh, I thought it was only infantry. It might only be infantry for multiplayer.
Before they counterattack.
I thought that was a special thing for infantry. Eugen, thank you for the tier 1 for 2 years. Appreciate your face. The models aren't bad either, right? Oh, look at that. So that's how you call in reinforcements. They actually fly in, so you'll see like Hercules coming in for the Americans and dropping off.
Has been secured.
It's very cool.
This is Dnieper calling Cycle 1. We're under heavy attack by the Moltke Bridge and cannot hold. They have helicopters. I repeat, they have...
Dnieper. Come in, Dnieper. Sure.
Come in, Dnieper.
We have to secure Moltke Bridge or the entire flank will fall. Romanov, I'm sending you to reinforce Section B and capture that bridge.
Roger that. Mission's to capture the bridge.
Anti-aircraft support to handle those helicopters. Call for reinforcements on the support channel.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll past because this is not our objective. Fire and shoot, people. Oh, we can call in reinforcements now. Boop. And anti-air vehicle.
I cannot allow you to continue the advance without anti-air support.
Yeah, hold position. Reinforcements on the way.
Those units will be with you shortly.
Where's that? There's the aircraft right here. How cool is that? They drop flares, they pull high, and they drop their cargo. Here's ours. And you can change where your drop site is. It's one of the few games that, like,
you are ready, Lieutenant.
I don't know, represented that mobile, very aggressive, more modern style of fighting, especially for the late 80s, early 90s.
Enemy helicopters, Lieutenant.
All right, let's roll. We got AA now. Clear us a path. The heavy armor roll forward. And let's go ahead and call in a little support here for an aircraft run. Now that run, if we were playing as the Americans, we would have access to A-10s doing gun runs. I don't know what we get for this. There it is, there it is, there it is. Makes. What am I? Okay, let's break these guys. Give me heat around here. You already got it? Good. Ah, he's heavy. That's just gonna bounce. Let's go. We need to work on this. This isn't our job. This isn't our job, comrade. I'm popping smoke and leaving. It's all you.
Good thing you got there in time, Romano.
Let me get another gun run here.
Now, push through and secure that bridge.
Whoa! And AA, fall back. You guys should not be first. Let me get a heat round here. Heat round here. All right, capture time. SU-25, Frogfoot. An A-10, but less dock and more rockets. Gotcha.
We have the bridge. Now hold in place and get some sandbagged positions up.
Okay.
Expect a counterattack at any minute.
The more people we've got in these locations, the faster we'll cap. So let's go ahead and move them up. Stay inside. Stay inside. Hey, reinforcements. We got like BMPs and shenanigans. Get them, boils. I always like playing as the air units, so I get helicopters in multiplayer.
We need anti-tank emplacements as well, Romano.
Yeah, we're
Have
waiting.
your men keep working.
Like, we don't really have much of a choice. Let me get heat round on this. Heat round here. It's a heat round here, damn it. There it goes. It's like the shortcuts aren't really listening. I'm having to manually play. Blood Kestrel, thanks for the tier 1 sub.
We owe much to Lieutenant Romano.
Damn right you do. I can call in backup. I just don't feel like we need it. Your drop zone has
Lieutenant, I am
expanded.
reassigning you to Section B.
Okay.
They are forming the battle line now. Take up your position and prepare to advance.
We're gonna roll over to Section B then.
You should also take this
Back it up.
opportunity to replenish any losses.
We haven't lost anything though. So they're only giving me access to the armored choices, but there would normally be options here we could call in like a little bird if we wanted to, or whatnot. You know, let's grab. I got 1,400 to play with. Let's go. No, I can't afford that. Yeah, I can't. I can only afford one, so let's just go with another heavy. And our new drop site will be right here. Drop. And let's get up there before they...
We are waiting for you, Romanov.
I'm
Move all your
coming.
units into position.
Coming, sir. Air units, stop going first. You guys have the armor of a wet paper
move
towel
with Section
roll.
B toward the main avenue and link up with Captain Malashenko. The Americans are preparing a counterattack.
Damn right they are.
Section A, advance. Section B, advance.
Here we go.
Make this a day to be
Where's my backup?
comrades.
You guys are all
So
group
go
1.
out.
Group 2, hold position in the back.
Yeah, so go
Hot smoke because you went really deep.
Friendly
Now
helicopter.
go back into the smoke, you hear me?
All thank our frontal aviation comrades.
Let me get a nice gun run here.
We're under attack by NATO helicopters and need immediate anti-air support.
Yeah, we're moving. I didn't move that forward.
Necessary equipment. Aid Captain Malashenko.
Almost got a heat round. Fire. See, he didn't do it. It just unselected and fired. We already got it. I used a heat round on a single infantryman. That seems like overkill. Oh, we need some artillery support. Give me a nice barrage here. And then we get another barrage here. We'll double up. Heavy's rolling. Hey, Black Panther, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Whoa! Maybe we should have brought an APC so we got a little bit more anti-vehicle support. Look at all that artillery! Racking
The advance is going well. Now, I want you to link up with Captain
And for every
Malashenko.
kill you get and damage you do, you get more points to call more stuff in, so there's a bit of a rolling.
And be destroyed.
Calling in air support. Oh shit! He didn't make it.
Report.
Говорит Malashenko. We are moving to the forward position now. I see American tanks approaching.
There's our gun run.
Good. They are about to
Little bit
launch their counterattack.
Where are they coming from?
The enemy helicopters are ripping my people to shreds.
Let me get 2 tanks. Go capture that point. Let's hit some defenses. Let's move the AA back a little bit.
Говорит Malashenko. Romanov, I need your anti-air units now, please.
Yeah, so call 1.
Where's he located?
All units are in place and the Americans are approaching.
Coming.
Sections A and B are to continue to close the gap.
AA's on the way.
Romanov
They just gotta
and
get through the trees.
Malashenko hold the middle.
Coming. Rock 'em. AA is so strong. I remember hating how fast AA would kill helicopters. Because I'd always play the air guy. The air infantry guy, so you could Black Hawk in infantry squads and drop them anywhere on the map. Woo! Those are Abrams.
All available support to hold off the American attack. The first enemy echelon is here.
Yeah, let's kick the hell out of that right now. So artillery here. Let me get a smaller artillery strike.
I am concerned with winning this battle, Captain.
Oh
Not
shit!
with preserving a
Too
parade
close!
ground
Too
for Army
close!
command. Proceed with the mission.
Understood. Circle 1.
That is danger close. I misplayed.
The Americans are throwing
Let's kill that Abrams. Yeah, the American heavy tank is just the best. We're just having to slam rounds into it. My air in the position? Yeah, air's in position. Hey, Vortex. Thanks for gifting a sub. The Malenki. Blue on blue, don't you please. All right, let's capture this. Let's get some anti-armor strikes coming in. We're just gonna have them crisscross everywhere. Basically, all air units in the region give me support. This is Broken Arrow at this point. We're getting overrun. Bring everything in. Oh, heat round on the heavies. That's good. Yeah, we need more support. Let's do a fuel air bomb. Right here. It's gonna be close.
BU-95 bombers are on their way to deal with all remaining enemies.
Do not go in there. Fuel air bomb, 8 seconds.
Do not move into the target area.
2, 1.
We are dropping our payload. Stay clear.
Oh. Are they doing it too? Oh yeah, they're doing it too. Oh, cluster bombs. Oh, just carpet bombing. That wasn't me.
We crushed them.
So-called one to all battle group
Anybody
elements.
remember Broken Arrow, the movie?
Americans have been destroyed and the avenue is secure.
It was like the stolen
I'm immensely proud
B-1
of
stealth
you
bomber.
all, but I
That was a
ask that
John
you honor
Travolta movie,
our
wasn't it?
comrades who perished here today. Without their sacrifice, this
It
victory
ended in a
could
fist
not have
fight?
been accomplished.
I don't remember. It was
So-called
bad.
out.
Many months later, Washington, Seattle. What we did was we ran a large address-aware patch that we used to use for Sins of a Solar Empire. Hopefully that fixes it now.
We're getting reports from the Coast Guard about a developing situation at the harbor front. We have a lot of unmarked container ships approaching. They're refusing to identify themselves. Over.
Massive cargo ships just building up along the coast.
99, I repeat, 1199 emergency. They have gunships. I repeat, gunships. We need help immediately. America is under attack.
Heinz. Hind level. A Hind shooting at the police is pretty Hollywood levels of comedy, yeah. Well, there goes the news. Shit. It just got real. And then the paratroopers. Yeah, I played this a long time ago. Yeah, try on. I figured you would have jumped in. And the Burger King, that stood out to me when this first came out. Was one of the missions was like, you're holding out on the Burger King. They did that. It was kind of the same exact story. There was a shooter that came out.
The Russians took us by surprise.
Well, yeah, you're holding like a Burger King.
We had been at war for almost 4 months, and still we couldn't understand what was happening. Even as artillery shells started exploding on the streets of Seattle, many people just stood there, stunned by shock and
disbelief. The guy from Beetlejuice.
War can be fascinating to watch on TV, but up close
Played
and
a million
personal,
characters. That's the one I remember.
Imagine
Baldwin,
your office blown to pieces, your car thrown about like a discarded glove, and your friend lying on the street, his body torn to bloody shreds. That was the reality in Seattle on that fateful day in the fall of '89. The Army was fighting in Europe and elsewhere, and our Navy was supposed to protect us from an invasion. But they failed. They were fooled, as we were all fooled, by the Soviet ruse. But as the first Soviet tanks started rolling off those freighters, a few of us tried to organize a desperate defense. We were not about to give up without a fight.